FA Cup final odds. May 25th. After Liverpool was eliminated from the FA Cup competition by Manchester United in the quarterfinals of the competition last week, the odds-on favorite for the FA Cup betting odds is now Manchester City, the team that won the competition the last time around. At Wembley Stadium in 2023, Man City prevailed over United in the championship match courtesy of objectives scored by Ilkay Gundogan. Moving forward in time to the year 2024, the team that finished in second place the previous year is now the second favorite to win the competition, with odds of 9/4. There is still a significant amount of football that has to be played, but as we anticipate the quarterfinals that will take place later this month and beyond, Ladbrokes will walk you through the teams that are now in the running to win the 2024 FA Cup. The betting odds for the FA Cup 2024 are as: Man City is a 4-6 favorite. The Premier League is the highest level of competition in English football, and the Manchester City football team is a professional football team that competes in the Premier League. The club's headquarters are located in Manchester, England. In 1880, they were established as Street Marks, West Bourton, and in 1887, they changed their name to Ardwick Association Football Club. In 1894, they became Manchester City, before moving to the City of Manchester Stadium in East Manchester. In 2003, the club had been playing at Main Road since 1923. The City of Manchester Stadium is now the team's home venue. It is well known that Manchester City is the favorite to win the FA Cup once more, and the championship match is scheduled to take place on May 25. For the sake of retaining their crown, Ladbrokes has set their odds at 4-6, and it is difficult to argue against that. Their victory over Spurs, whom they were drawn against in the 4th round, and then their victory over Luton Town in the 5th round the following month was a testament to their performance. In addition, they defeated Newcastle by a score of 2-0, which allowed them to advance to the last 4. It cannot be denied that City has the depth and skill necessary to win the championship. It is anticipated that City will prevail over Chelsea in the semi-finals that will take place later this month. Man United, 9/4. The Manchester United Football Club, also known as Man United, sometimes stylized as Man Ut, or simply United, is a professional football club that has its headquarters in Old Trafford, which is located in Greater Manchester, England. The Premier League is the highest level of competition in the English Football League system, and the club competes at that level. Manchester United, also known as the Red Devils, was initially established in 1878 as the Newton Heath LR Football Club. However, in 1902, they changed their name to Manchester United. Following a period spent playing at Clayton, Manchester, the club relocated to Old Trafford, the location of their current stadium, in the year 1910. After advancing to the quarterfinals by defeating League One opponents Wigan, Newport County, and Nottingham Forest, Man United is currently ranked as the second favorable team. They were able to defeat Liverpool by a late goal scored by Ahmed Diallo in extra time. United has been fortunate enough to reach the semi-finals of the competition, where they will face off against Coventry, a team from the Championship. There is not much more that Erik ten Hag could have wished for, and he will be hoping that the Cup's enchantment is on his side when the Championship match takes place in May. Chelsea, 11 seconds. Fulham, which is located in West London, is the home of the Chelsea football team, which is a professional football team in England. Stamford Bridge is the location of the team's home games, and the club was established in 1905. The club is a member of the Premier League, which is the highest level of football competition in England. It was in 1955 when it was awarded its first significant honor, which was the League Championship. In 1970, the club became the first English club to win the FA Cup. 7 years later, in 1971, they won their first European honor, the Cup Winners' Cup. In 2021, they became the third English team to win the Club World Cup tournament. The European treble consists of the European Cup/UEFA Champions League, the European/UEFA Cup Winners' Cup, and the UEFA Cup/UEFA Europa League. Chelsea is one of just 5 clubs, and the only English club to have won all 3 of the major European club championships that were held before 1999. Chelsea are currently ranked as the third favorites to win England's other domestic cup competition. This comes after the club was unsuccessful in their attempt to win the Carabao Cup final a month ago. The bookmakers have placed them as the third favorites for the FA Cup, where they will meet the reigning champions, Manchester City in a match that will be a nightmare draw for Mauricio Pochettino. The odds for this match are 11 seconds. Coventry City, 25 firsts. A professional association football club with its headquarters in Coventry, England, the Coventry City Football Club serves as a football club. The English Football League Championship is the second level of the English Football League system, and the team is presently competing in that division. A public meeting of the Singer Gentlemen's Club in 1883 led to the formation of Coventry City, which was then known as the Singers Football Club. 1898 was the year that they changed their name to the one they use now. In 1908, they became members of the Southern League, and in 1919, they were selected to play in the Football League. They were demoted in 1925, but they were able to make their way back to the second division by winning the Third Division South Cup in 1935 to 1936 and becoming champions of the Third Division South. In 1952, they were demoted to the lower division, but in 1958 to 1959, they were promoted to the Fourth Division for the first time. Through a victory over Exeter City in the League Two playoff final, Coventry made their return to Wembley Stadium in 2018. When Coventry defeated Wolves in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup earlier this month, the Championship club demonstrated what it is all about. As a result of this victory, Coventry advanced to the Final Four of the FA Cup and secured a position at Wembley Stadium. Even though the second-tier team has been drawn against Manchester United, one of the most decorated clubs in the country, and they are considered to be long shots to win the competition, stranger things have happened nonetheless. The most FA Cups can be won by Manchester City Football Club. The Premier League is the highest level of competition in English football, and the Manchester City football team is a professional football team that competes in the Premier League. The club's headquarters are located in Manchester, England. In 1880, they were established as Street Marks, West Horton, and in 1887, they changed their name to Ardwick Association Football Club. In 1894, they became Manchester City, before moving to the City of Manchester Stadium in East Manchester. In 2003, the club had been playing at Main Road since 1923. The City of Manchester Stadium is now the team's home venue. During the first season with the current name, which was 1894, Manchester City donned their home uniforms, which were a sky blue color. Throughout its existence, the club has been victorious in a total of 9 league championships, 7 FA Cups, 8 League Cups, 6 FA Community Shields, 1 UEFA Champions League, 1 European Cup Winners' Cup, 1 UEFA Super Cup, and 1 FIFA Club World Cup. In 1892, the team became a member of the Football League, and in 1904, they were awarded their first significant honor, which was the FA Cup. Manchester City experienced its first significant spell of success in the late 1960s and early 1970s, when Joe Mercer and Malcolm Allison were in charge of the club's management. During this time, Manchester City won the league title, the FA Cup, the League Cup, and the European Cup Winners' Cup. In the years after their defeat in the final of the FA Cup in 1981, Manchester City went through a period of decline that culminated in their being relegated to the third tier of English football for the very first time in their history in the year 1998. Since then, they have been a consistent presence in the Premier League ever since the 2002-2003 season, when they were promoted back to the top division of the Football League. Thanks for watching. Kindly like and subscribe for more videos. In the comments section below, please tell me how may you discovered